Hi guys, Jeanette Prado coming to you from Los Angeles. Hope you're having an awesome Saturday. So I wanted to read to you the full email that I actually got from this wise man about what's up with the marbles. So here it goes. My eyes are going to shift a little bit towards my computer, so just bear with me here, okay? This is my second video. Okay, so he says, the older I get, the more I enjoy Saturday mornings. Perhaps it's quite solitude that comes with being the first to rise, or maybe it's the inbounded joy of not having to be at work. Either way, the first few hours of a Saturday morning are most enjoyable. And then he goes on to say, a few weeks ago, I was shuffling toward the basement shack with a steamed cup of coffee in one hand and the morning paper in the other. What began as a typical Saturday morning turned into one of those lessons that life seems to be handed to you handed to you from time to time. Let me tell you about it. So he goes on to say, I turned up the dial on the phone portion of the band on my horn radio in order to listen to a Saturday morning swapnet. Along the way, I came across an older sounding chap with a tremendous signal and golden voice. You know, the kind he sounded like he should be in a broadcasting business? He was telling whomever he was talking with something about 1,000 marbles. I was intrigued and stopped to listen to what he had to say. And then he says, well, Tom, I'm sure, you're busy with your job. I'm sure they pay you well, but it's a shame you have to be away from your home and your family so much. Hard to believe a young fellow should have to work 60, 70 hours a week to make ends meet. Too bad you missed your daughter's dance recital, he continued. Let me tell you something, Tom. Something that helped me to keep good perspective on my priorities. And that's when he began to explain his theory on 1,000 marbles. You see, I sat down one day and did a little arithmetic. The average person lives about 75 years. The average person lives 75 years. I know some live more and some live less, but an average folks live about 75 years. Now then, I multiplied 75 times 52 and came up with 3,900 marbles, which is the number of Saturdays that the average person has in their entire life. Now stick with me. I'm going to get to the important part. It took me until I was 55 years old to think about this in any detail, he went on. And by the time I had lived through over 2,800 Saturdays, I got to thinking, if I lived to be 75, I only had about 1,000 of them left to enjoy. So I went to the toy store and bought every single marble they had. I ended up having to visit 3 toy stores. Hold on, you guys. He basically had to go to 3 toy stores to buy 1,000 marbles. He said he took them home and put them in a clear plastic container right in the back next to his gear. And then every Saturday since then, I have taken one marble out and thrown it away, and I found that by watching the marbles diminish, I focus more on the really important things in life. There is nothing like watching your time here on earth run out There is nothing like watching your time here on this earth run out to help get your priorities straight. Now let me tell you one last thing before I sign off with you and take my lovely wife out for breakfast. This morning I took her to the very last marble out of the container. I figure that if I make it until next Saturday, then I have been given a little extra time. And the one thing we can all use is a little more extra time. And then he goes on to say, Tom, it was nice to meet you, blah, blah, blah. And then he says that you could have heard a pin drop in that room because of what this radio broadcaster was sharing. And so, today being Saturday, I thought, I'm so grateful to have this Saturday. And I decided to try something new. So I went to a Burgum yoga. You're in this room of 105 degrees for 90 minutes. And I felt so amazing afterwards. So I challenge you, go out there, find something maybe you haven't done and enjoy your Saturday, okay? And if you're not watching this on a Saturday, Sunday, Monday, try something new. Life is too short. So, all right, you guys, hope that helps. I will talk to you soon. Have an awesome day. Bye.